Welcome back to more Explorers of Darkness, and oh boy, it's been a little bit since we started an episode in this room, isn't it? We spent so much time in the future and stuff. Bit weird to be back here, but whatever. Anyway, last time, we, went through Waterfall Cave again, and got pretty much no information from Torkoal. And today we're just gonna continue trying to find information about the Hidden Land. Oh my god, wow, the information is coming to us. Not quite sure how he, got down the ladder as a quadruped, but whatever. An inscription of a certain pattern. Oh, I wonder what that could mean. I really wonder what it could possibly be. How convenient is that? Wow, it's that easy. Run Cave, holy shit. We are officially entering the end game now. I know I've said this several times, but I really seriously mean it this time. Brand Cave is like the start of the final stretch of dungeons. I'd say Brand Cave is kind of like the warm-up before shit, really starts to get real. But like for real this time. It will get there though. Oh yeah. We're finally approaching the final stretch. For real this time, I promise. And what this unfortunately means is, well, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll get there. Ever again. Oh, foreshadowing. You have to go explore a Chatot book. Yep, there it is. Halibo and Grimo got to be on screen for another, like, 5 minutes, and then we skipped the entire dungeon we were with them in. Okay, well, we went through Ant Plains with them, but... this is what I mean, this is the final stretch of the game. This is the final part where you have to leave the guild, and you're not allowed to bring your extra team members along. Halibo and Grimo, you know, again, like Celebi, you guys were here for a good time, but not for a long time. It's okay, we'll get to see them more eventually anyway. Oh, yeah, and... God fucking damn it, here we go. I mentioned this multiple times in the past, about how I really wish Team Skull wasn't in the fucking game anymore, and this is the part that makes me say that. Like, the story has so far, like, superseded them in terms of importance and scale, like... These fuckers are completely irrelevant at this point. I don't know why the writers felt they needed to still be included. Especially since they've already established just, like, a bandit who appears in Brine Cave. There's already, like, a kind of villain that they're, you know, like, hinting towards. So why are these fuckers here, man? Get out of here. Anyway. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to put Halibo and Grimo off to the side one final time. I'm so sorry to say goodbye to you people. They were very helpful team members, and of course, they made for some very nice mascots, but... gonna have to sit on the bench for a little while longer. That's something that annoys me about Explorer's story, to be honest, is the amount of the story in which your extra team members are not actually allowed to join you. I'd say it's like, honestly, about like half of the story, possibly a little more than half. There are so many points in the game where the team members are not allowed to come with you, and it kind of sucks. Anyway, though, let's just get all of our crap ready, and then we are gonna head out to Brine Cave for, you know, some big shit to go down, so catch up to you then. I guess we are going back to the bluff real quick, where we actually move on, so let's go do that. And for Chapin happenstance, we will encounter Grovyle, perchance, but I don't remember. A letter? Wow, I want to point out at this point, it has genuinely been, like, less than a week since we last saw Grovyle. It's been, like, about, like, 3 days, I think. See what it says. Three time gears. 3 time gears in the span of, like, 3 or 4 days. Like, damn, Grovyle's booking it. Uh-oh. There's another one, by the way. In written form this time, how eloquent. Alright, well, before it's time to head out to Brine Cave, it's also time to head down to the beach real quick, so let's see if Grovyle's there. I forgot, this is like the most abrupt little chapter cut in ever. You go into this, you know, beach right here, and then through the screen transition, it's just, oh hey, new chapter. I love the art on the top screen, by the way, when you come to the beach at dusk. Very, very nice. Nice that the reflection of the sunlight on the water is animated, but it would have been nice if the clouds could scroll by slowly as well. It'd be pretty sweet, but it still is just a very nice looking shot. Can't see Sharpedo Bluff right either. Bit disappointing. And yeah, no bubbles from the Krabbies either. That's just how, that's the worst, you know, consequence of the world fucking falling apart and, you know, ending, that there are no more bubbles. And see, even Chico agrees with me, the sunset is beautiful, wow. Oh boy. Time for more flashbacks. I just want to say, I can't believe at this point, this playthrough has actually been going on for about a month and a half now. That's just so That's so strange to me. It does not feel like it's been that much time at all, but it really has. So I guess seeing these flashbacks, normally if I'm playing through this game, I'll beat the story in like less than a week, in like a few days, because if you just speed run through it and just kind of ignore the dialogue, or just read it really quickly like I typically do, then this game is like under 10 hours long. It's very short. For me, I can do it in about like 8 or 9 hours, just playing through the game optimally. There's no nonsense, but, in a playthrough like this where it's been going on so much, I guess those flashbacks have a little more impact, because it really does feel like it's been a long time since that kind of stuff has happened. Oh man, this is the part of the game where all the emotions are going to start coming in very strongly, because everything is finally wrapping up, and the stakes are going to start rising really, really quickly. We're going to get all these, like, emotional payoffs that we've been building up to for the whole game. All going to come together. Oh man. There's another one, by the way. Oh, damn it. I was trying to listen to that song. There she goes, though. God, I can't get over how high quality the pixel art for cutscenes like this is in the game, man. Especially for sequences they use like this, which are on screen for only a few seconds once, and then you never see them again. Like, that's crazy, yeah? So much effort, What makes this game so special. Yeah, it's a little strange that a water Pokemon would be swimming in the water, but anyway, let's fuck off. I wonder who that Pokemon was. Could have been the one whose name appeared in the little title card for the chapter, but whatever. Also, why are these stupid fuckers here? I guess the Krabby weren't blowing bubbles because of them, not because, the world is falling apart and they're depressed, but what the fuck ever. Get these fucking, like, playground bullies out of here, man. Again, this shit is so far beyond them at this point. It's like, ugh, get them out of here. More Lapras, except this time on the bottom screen, wow. More incredible, like, sprite and background work, by the way, for such a short sequence. I'm impressed. Shit. The lore. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's head on to Brown Cave. And when I say enough dilly-dallying, I mean more dilly-dallying with cutscenes. Wigglytuff is currently having an affair with that vile temptress succubus fucking Lapras, but you know what? God is a bitch, so I don't blame him. Look at that. The sheer lack of aura on display is just astounding. Yes. Yeah, unlike you, Chatot, you worthless bastard, but we'll get to that. Wowie. Okay, but now it's finally actually for real time. Let's go to Brine Cave. Dude, there's a Kangaskhan rock over there, but I want to say you just get thrown into the dungeon immediately. I think it's only for if you lose in the dungeon, you get kicked out to the entrance here, and you're allowed to save and, like, you know, manage storage at the rock. Which, by the way, I don't believe I remembered to save the game, before we came here, so, uh-oh. No, it'll be okay. This dungeon is very short, and it's not super crazy. A lot of water types, though. So, Chico's gonna have to be, you know, picking up some slack. I'm loath to admit it. Is that proper English? I'm gonna have to, like, check a dictionary after this. I'll get back to you when I figure that out. Now, you see, what this tells us is that Chatot is a goddamn jobber. I don't like you at all, though, Trio. Piss off. I trust you won't hold me up too much. Bitch, you are the one who's going to hold us up. No, not really. Chatot can hold his own weight in the dungeon. He's also not going to be around for that long because the dungeon is so short, so it's not a big deal. Alright, time for the Wigglytuff Guild's last hurrah. And also these stupid fuckers following us for no reason. Real low this time. Let's get this shit done. Brine Cave, like I said, not a long dungeon. Inventory, all settled. Not a very long dungeon, it's only 8 floors. Very short for this point in the game. That's like, only as long as Waterfall Cave. I guess maybe that's why they make you go through Waterfall Cave again, as like a sort of warm-up for this, almost. Also, hope Chico doesn't go through too much PP while we're in here. As you can see, Chatot, he's on the same level as us, pretty much. Again, it's really not a big deal. This dungeon is very short, and Chatot can hold his own, so it's not, like... He's basically just a little bit of extra firepower, which is appreciated. Like, I imagine this dungeon is, like I said before, this is kind of like the warm-up leading to the end game, really, because, like... This part of the game is so strange to me. It has such a strange vibe. This is the part of the game where, like... This is basically, like, the last dungeon. Why are we still finding Geopebbles, by the way? I don't want these. This is pretty much the last dungeon before you're, like, officially in the end game and, like, you leave for the Hidden Land. You know, spoiler alert. You leave for the Hidden Land after Brine Cave, and so this is the last dungeon that actually takes place, like, in the mainland within vicinity of the guild. You know, before you and your partner just set off to, you know, finish up, you know, just the rest of the game after this point. Oh man, yeah, those water moves hurt. And Aqua Jet is ranged as well, so we're gonna have to watch for that. Now, like I said, because this dungeon just gives me such strange vibes. Like a very interesting dungeon, and the theme for this dungeon is like very repetitive, but at the same time, I kind of really like it for some reason. It's really good. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a little like... Oh my god, the damage, 333, holy shit. Oh, finding it a little tough keep up the commentary. I've said this a few times, just like, oh, it'll be hard to figure out what to say, as if, you know... The fuck? I didn't realize when you use Roost, you, like, play the sleeping animation. That was weird. Now, I've said a few times, like, oh, this episode's gonna be hard to record. So I say hard, but, like, I'm playing fucking video games, and it's not hard. Like, come on now. But I think you know what I mean, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm stumbling over my words a little more than usual, I think, and having some difficulty finding out what to say, because this is the part of the game, like I said, where, like, the emotions and, like, nostalgia are really gonna start hitting me. But it's okay, you know, I'm a big boy. I'm not gonna cry, but... You know, I'm only gonna cry if we get our asses kicked in this dungeon, which is quite unlikely, but... I just get such a strange, like, nostalgic feeling when I'm at this point in the game, you know? I'm feeling a little, not choked up, but my chest even is a little tight, you know? It's weird. Let's just keep moving, though. We're almost done with this first part of the dungeon already. Spoiler alert, yeah, first part. Although, with only an 8-floor dungeon, it shouldn't come as a surprise that it's split into segments. Like I said, it's pretty much a warm-up. We're not getting, like, 2 tree-shrouded forests back-to-back, you know, where it's just a single long, like, endurance test of 20-something floors. These dugongs are fucking tanky, by the way. Well, we won't have to put up with them for that much longer. I will take another sleep seed, though. Oh, I guess Brine Cave was 9 floors, not 8, but... Well, there we go. You see, that was super quick and easy. But anyway. Yeah, we're in the midpoint now. And yeah, that first half of the dungeon was not very noteworthy. The second half is also not very long, if I remember correctly, the second half's not very long and also not very noteworthy. Oh, and here come these stupid fuckers that nobody asked for. That God, Chatot, get their dick out of your mouth already, man. You already had to be humbled when it came to Dustnor. Why are you still trusting these people? You'd think Wigglytuff would have mentioned that they tried to mug him, and so he killed them, but I guess, you know, it was never worth pointing out. Nincompoop. Aw, that's fucked up. Yeah, it is true. We fucking tried to tell you that and you ignored us, you piece of shit, but whatever. And there they go, and we just stand by like cucks and let it happen. Not Chatot, though. He's not having this shit. Here he goes. Alright, well, yeah, first half of Brine Cave, not noteworthy. So, we're just gonna end the episode there, and next time, we're gonna go deeper and try to find the Hidden Land, so I'll see you then.